Jacksonville is just the fourth team to hire a Super Bowl winning head coach after having the NFL's worst record. They're not often available. The Jets reached the AFC Championship game, their second season with Bill Parcells. The Patriots reached the Super Bowl in their fourth with the same man. The Saints, however, they went 7-21 with Hank Stram. Michael DiRocco, Jags reporter, kind enough to join us at this late hour. And Michael, I'm gonna read some names here real quickly. They're the candidates who were interviewed down there. It's going to take me a minute. Darrell Bevell, Todd Bowles, Byron Leftwich, Nathaniel Hackett, Matt Eberflus, Jim Caldwell, Kellen Moore, Rich Bisaccia, Bill O'Brien. In the end, Pederson, Shad Khan mentions he's a Super Bowl winning coach, so I get it. But he's who they interviewed first. So why him, and in the end, why now?
Well, Scott, it was a long search, like you said, 49 days from the time that they fired Urban Meyer to the time that they make this hire. There were offensive guys, defensive guys. Shad Khan wanted to take a longer look because his last two coaching hires were relatively quick, and we see how well that worked out. So there was some interest in Nathaniel Hackett, but that didn't materialize. He liked the opportunity in Denver a little bit better. At one point, it appeared like Byron Leftwich was going to be the front runner, but that never materialized. So in the end, they're with Doug Pederson, who, like you said, Super Bowl experience there, but more importantly, has experience working with a young quarterback. And that really is the most important thing for this franchise right now, is getting everything set around Trevor Lawrence and helping him develop.
This is probably a question that would lead to a longer conversation. I always call them radio segments, Mike, but I think, look, there was some thought that perhaps it was Leftwich, but perhaps he had interest in somebody other than Trent Baalke as at general manager, and whether he pulled his name out or whatever, Pederson's the coach. And he had an interesting situation in Philadelphia as it related to a GM. So I guess where I'm asking here in a roundabout way is just how important it's going to be for whoever the head coach, in this case Pederson, to be able to work hand in hand with Baalke.
Yeah, Shad Khan has stuck with Trent Baalke through all of this. And I know there was a lot of speculation that he was going to make a move there and fire Trent Baalke and bring in another GM. But he's really been steadfast in sticking with Baalke. And this is just his second year as the GM. His first year here in 2020, he was with Dave Caldwell as the director of pro personnel. So really his only year here as the GM was with Urban Meyer. I know there was some hesitation on Byron Leftwich's camp's part about him working with Trent Baalke, but again, that didn't really materialize as a job offer from the Jaguars. I know Nathaniel Hackett, there was some hesitation there as well. But Doug Pederson, with his experience, having the Super Bowl win on the resume, strong enough personality that I don't think this is going to be a problem.
Real quick final thought, Mike. My wife and family are from Jacksonville. I got a bunch of Jag fans that I know well. My sense is that this ought to play well down in Duval, I would think. You get a Super Bowl winning coach for a franchise that's just looking for something to feel optimistic about on top of getting Lawrence last year. How do you think this plays?
Yeah, the fan favorite here was obviously Byron Leftwich because he played here. He was a first-round pick here. But after Leftwich, this is probably the best they could have hoped for. A guy who's won a Super Bowl. Not only won a Super Bowl, but won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles. Everybody here in Jacksonville remembers how badly the Nick Foles experiment went. But this guy, Doug Pederson, got the best out of Nick Foles, won a Super Bowl, outdueled Tom Brady. So this is the best option that they could have hoped for if it wasn't going to be Byron Leftwich.
Right, and I totally agree on the Leftwich front, but I think the point you make, you win a Super Bowl after Wentz went down. That was a pretty magical thing. I don't think he'll have to buy a beer in Philly for the rest of his life. Mike, again, thanks for staying up late and appreciate the insight. Thank you. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.